So in this question, one of the example we are told that a girl walks that is example one, we are told that a girl walks 2 kilometers due east from a fixed point O. 2 kilometers due east from a fixed point O. So it means if this is our point O, due east will be in this direction, so that will be 2 kilometers, right, to point A, and then 3 kilometers due south from A to B, so meaning that also we shall have another displacement of 3 kilometers to another point B. We are supposed to find the total distance walked, describe the displacement of B. So at this point, so which means this is going to be the displacement. This is going to be the displacement, but the total distance covered is going to be 5 kilometers because we are going to add this and this together. But displacement is distance in a particular direction, so we are going to say displacement is going to be square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared, and that is going to translate to 4 plus 9, which is going to be square root of 13. And then because we need also to work out the angle, yeah, we shall say this is opposite and adjacent, so we can be able to use tan. Theta is equals to opposite of adjacent, so theta is tan inverse of opposite is 3 over adjacent, which is 2. So at that point we can be able to use our calculator. Tan inverse of 3 over 2, which is going to translate to 56. 56.3 degrees. But if we are trying to state the bearing, remember bearing is measured from the true north. A bearing is always measured from the north. So the bearing of B from A, bearing of B from A is going to be all of this angle that we have here. So the bearing is going to be what? The bearing is going to be equals to 90 plus 56.3, which is going to translate to 146 degrees. So, but this distance is root of 13 is going to translate to 3.6 kilometers. So that's what we are supposed to do in that question. All right, so that is example 1. So we can be able to move to example 2. example 2. And this example 2 says so we need to write a statement here. B is 3.6 kilometers from O on a bearing of that. So you can be able to state that. So you can also look at how you can be able to describe vectors. Draw a diagram to represent vector minus 3.I plus j so it will be upwards our main vectors, j to the east minus 3I, and then now this could be the origin, so it will go like that, and then we have it here, this j, so the vector is like that. If you are asked about magnitude, is going to be equal square root of minus 3 squared plus 1 squared is going to be equals to 4, and that's going to be 2. Exercise 3A. We are told that the bird flies 5 kilometers due north and then 7 kilometers due east. 5 kilometers due north, so 5 kilometers due north, and then 7 kilometers due east, 7 kilometers. How far is the bird from the original position? So we can be able to say this is the original position, and then this is going to move that way, right? Yeah. So how far is it from the original? Actually, that's displacement they are asking us to find, and in that case displacement is going to be equals to what? Displacement is going to be equals to what? Is going to be equals to displacement is going to be equal square root of 7 squared plus 5 squared, and that's going to be square root of 49 plus 25. So if we just put that in our calculator, we're going to say 49 plus 25 root 74. So root 74 becomes 8.6 kilometers from the initial position. Yeah, so moving to the next question. What is it saying? What is it saying? Alternative answers. Doing all that. So okay, so let's look at the next question. Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah, so here we are told that a girl cycles 4 kilometers due west, 6 due north, calculate the total distance and her displacement from the starting point. Yeah, basically you are going to I think that one is straightforward. And the question says a girl cycles 4 kilometers due west. So if this is the point, we'll cycle 4 kilometers to the west, and then six kilometers due north. This will go up that way, 6 kilometers due north. Displacement and distance. Distance, yeah, so diagram. This is going to be 6 plus 4, and that's going to be 10 kilometers. But displacement is going to be square root of 6 squared plus 4 squared, and that is going to be 36 plus 16, which is going to translate to 36 plus 16. And then we find the square root of the answer, which is going to be 7.2 kilometers. The girl is 7.2 kilometers from the starting point, but when we are talking of displacement, there displacement is 7.2, but distance is 10 kilometers. Find the magnitude of the vectors. So that is question 4, magnitude of vectors. So in the event you are given, like for instance A, you are told 3i plus 4j. These are position vectors which can be written as 3, 4, and magnitude of this position vector is going to be 3 squared plus 4 squared, which is going to be square root of 9 plus 16, which is root 25, and that's going to be 5. So that's what you're going to do. So like for instance question 5, we are told that vector A is equals to 2i plus 3j, and vector B is equals to 3i minus 4j. Yeah, and C is vector C is equals to 5i minus j, and if we are told to find the magnitude, we are told to find the magnitude of magnitude of 3b minus 2c. First we are going to say 3b minus 2c is going to be equals to is going to be 3 into, I'm going to write this as position vectors, B 3 minus 4 minus 2. C position vector is 5 minus 1, so that I can be able to work out this would be 9 minus 12 minus 10 minus 2. Yeah, so if I work out these vectors I'm having at this point, now for instance, if I work out, this will be minus 1 and this will be minus minus, it will be minus 10. Then magnitude now will be minus 1 squared plus minus 10 squared. This square root of 101, and then if we work out the square root of 101, that translates to 10.0. 10.0. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Vậy đây là kinh quay cả. Ừ. Được cái bao giờ? Ừ. 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 Thì con là cái bao đây. Ừ. Ừ. À, sao vậy? 이것도 뜨가 있겠다. À, nhưng mà mới đã có một. Ừ. 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 Rồi. À, còn những quên tất cả rồi. Ừ. Hello. Salama. Haikuenda through. Hiyo ya EQA ni gani, iko wapi? Hiyo kazi ya EQA iko wapi? Kazi ya EQA. Hiyo tuition ulikuwa unasema? Banja ni nani? Sasa anasoma EQA. Ako wapi? Ako Kenya? Bado? Nani? Hello? Hello? Kwani wewe unafanya nini hapo? Unafanya tutakosana na wewe. No, tutakosana na wewe. Wewe. Kwani hapo ni wapi muko? Muko wapi? Hebu nikate nipige video call. Kwani muko na map wapi? Okay. Oh. Muko huko sasa hadi saa ngapi? Uko mradi wapi? Oh. Kabisa. Baadaye. Sawa. Na Abel anaenda tuition? Oh. Haya. Wewe hivyo ulipeana namba yangu? Haya. AQA ya 12 ama ya 13? Okay. Oh, ni sawa, ina shida. Sasa hivyo uliochaongea pesa ngapi? Siwezi enda chini ya hiyo. Sawa sawa. Thanks. Okay, so vectors. Okay. Scar. So another question you can be asked: angle between vector x with the positive axis, angle the vector makes with the positive x-axis. So for instance, we are having 3i plus 4j. Which angle is this vector making with the positive x-axis? So in that way, we need to draw the position vector, the position on the Cartesian plane. This is going to be 3, and I'll have 4 here. That point is there. So we can be able to find the angle this makes with the positive x-axis theta. Of course, this is 4 and this 3. You can be able to say theta is tan inverse of 4/3. You will work it out as 4/3, which becomes 53 degrees. 53 degrees with the positive x-axis. That is question number 6. Hello. 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 Question 6, exercise 3A, question 6. Question 6. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, what kidding again? Yeah. Yeah. Tengo tu nota. Yeah. Hello. This is part A. Part B. 6i minus 8j is going to be 3j, positive x-axis theta, -8, 6 tan inverse of 8/6 opposite, shift tan inverse of -8/6, it becomes negative 3.1 degrees. That is part B, which means 53.1 degrees below. Yes, sometimes can be above or below. Okay, so question 7 talks about positive angle with positive y-axis. How do you get that? So we go straight to the question. Positive y-axis, we have 3i minus 5j. First plot the point. Once you have plotted the point, you can be able to assess that particular angle that they are asking you. It's -5, so I can say 3 is here, -5 is somewhere here, -5 is somewhere here. So this point is here. So the angle this formed with the positive x-axis is the whole of this angle here. But I need to find first this angle at this point. So this is going to be, find alpha, so tan inverse of alpha, which is opposite, which is 5/2. Really? 5/3, which is equals to 59 degrees. So which means that the angle with positive y-axis is going to be 90 plus 59, that is 149 degrees. 149 degrees. So that is exactly what you're gonna do in order to get that 149 degrees. That's question 7 part A, 149. So we will consider that, and then let's look at the second bit of the question, where here you are given, this was A, B, you are given hello, hello minus 4i minus j. We can be able to plot that, and to plot that is going to be minus 4 minus 1, so this is going to be here. So this is going to be the angle we need to find. The angle we need to find is this angle theta, but on the positive x-axis will be the entire of that angle, which is going to be tan inverse of 1/4. Can you stop that? So shift 10 and 4 becomes 14, then 14 plus 90, that becomes 113. That is the left, 113 to the left,